Marcus Speaks. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Marcus Speaks live. I haven't done one of these and I can't even tell you. So let's get into everything that I have to get into before I start the show. So, one second. Just gotta bring something up real fast. All right, everybody. If you could, like this video, share this video, and subscribe. Yes, I'm late. I know that. Look, I had things to do, so. Yeah, like this video, share this video, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can get all of my notifications when I go live. All right. And don't forget, Fridays I do my game stream, Marcus Speaks Play. You can view that here on YouTube at this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel that I got going on. Yeah, other than that, yeah, if you like gameplay, you like seeing new games that you're interested in buying, like a son or a daughter of yours, check my channel out, alright? You won't regret it. As well, with that, if you have any game recommendations, story recommendations, show recommendations, as far as something that I can do that might interest you when I'm on my show, let me know. All right, put them either in the live chat, which you see right here, or the comments section if you're watching the replay, or if you're over there on Facebook, or you can let me know at on my DMs on social media. And the way you can reach me on social media is on Instagram at marcus.speaks.podcast, as well as Facebook at Marcus Speaks, which is my personal page. As well, hold on. As well, you can reach me. Hold on, I got some things that I gotta do. I don't know why that keeps turning off. 1 second, yo. Alright, sorry about that. So, uh, where was I at? Facebook, Marcus Speaks is my personal page. My group page is Marcus Speaks Podcast. Alright? I don't know why y'all keep coming up here. Look, to all of the spammers, you're not giving me any views, so why do you keep coming on here? Like, just leave. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, um, way you can find my Facebook group page is if you search the Facebook search um, bar at Marcus Speaks Podcast, or in your address bar, your internet address bar at www.facebook.com/Marcus Speaks PC. All right. I'm also on Twitter at Marcus Speaks 25. My page name is Marcus Speaks Podcast. All right. So I stream live with my game stream to I should move this up. I stream live with my game stream. When I'm doing Marcus Speaks Play to I'm sorry. Where am I at? I'm here. Alright, sorry. I stream live with my game stream to Twitch, so if you like Twitch better than YouTube, I suggest you go over there and start following me over there on Twitch. I don't do my podcast over there, which I should. I might gain some followers on Twitch. So if you're interested in watching my gameplay over on Twitch, let me know. All right. I'm just moving some things around right now. All right. So earlier I talked about me having 2 channels. I have my first channel, my baby Marcus Speaks, and I also have my second channel, Marcus Speaks Play. My podcast that you're watching now comes on to Marcus Speaks. You can watch my gameplay footage on both here on Marcus Speaks, but I'd much rather you watch me over there on Marcus Speaks Play, as well as Twitch as well. So you have a pick. So if you could, you can check those links in the description below to my social media and to my Twitch and YouTube and to my social medias. So, have at it. And how I do that is using Restream.com to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. I can't do Twitter for some reason anymore. I don't know. Whatever. And I do it to what I said: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. All right. So, if you could like this video, share this video, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell icon to all. All right. Pay attention to some stuff over here that you can see. All right. So that's the reason why my eye line is always over there. So, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you hate it. Well, don't let me know if you hate it, because I really don't care if you hate it. Let me know if I can change anything. Give me some constructive criticism, bro. And let me know if give me some praises if you think I need some or whatever with this. So with that, moving some stuff around on my screen right now. So drop me a comment, let me know. You'll be able to see it right there on the screen, and I'm watching it over here on my end on the screen. So everybody, one thing I think I haven't said yet is Happy New Year. All right, this is the first show of the new year, I thought, hey, instead of me doing another game stream like I did last week, let me give y'all something worth watching. All right, and you might be putting your tinfoil hat on, but I'm saying it's just something, that for me to exercise my brain with or whatever. All the other stories I do, I exercise my brain, but not to the extent of this. All right, of what I'm about to bring y'all today. So let's get into some things first before I start the show. Um, First things first. I want to tell a funny story real fast. All right, so I woke up early today because uh, my payday was yesterday, so I wanted. So if you guys don't know, I take care of fish. I have a fish tank. It's a planted fish tank. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. Look it up on YouTube and on Google and stuff like that. Type in planted tanks. You'll be amazed of these aquascapes these professionals do and what they have them look like. Like one person one person over in Europe did Stonehenge. He molded the rock all himself. Like he cut the rock to mimic Stonehenge itself. Another person, they did like they do like mountainscapes, or they do um, like sand waterfalls and stuff like that. So if y'all are interested in looking at stuff like that, check it out over on hold on. Hold on, why I can't see. Well, all right, whatever. All right. Yeah, it's some interesting things. So I wanted to go to this pet store yesterday. That's in Dover, Delaware. Didn't have time, so I was like, okay, since I can't go to that one, I'll probably go like within the next couple weeks. I decided to go to this other one that's in Lancaster, PA. So on my way there, I'm in PA. I'm basically about. I'm in Lancaster, but I'm not yet at the store. And it's been raining for this past week at here in Maryland and PA, Jersey, and all that, Delaware, and all that. And my windshield wipers decided that they didn't want to work anymore. So I'm sitting there stuck driving without my windshield wipers working, and I'm panicking, and I'm trying to think of the best thing that I can do, and the only thing that I could think of to get the water out of off of my windshield was to speed up. So, and not only is that dangerous because it was raining, it's stupid. So, on my way back home from the store that I went to, it's called Vet Fish Place, that pet place. People, if you guys have pets and you're in the what would we be called? We have the DMV. That's Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Then you have the other tri-state area, which is New York, Pennsylvania, and Jersey. But what would Pennsylvania, Maryland? Anyway, PMD, I guess. I guess that's what it is. So if you're in the PMD area, the Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware area, and you have a pet of any sort, you guys should visit that fish place, that pet place in Lancaster, PA. It's this big old warehouse of pet shit and you you can buy pets there. You know, they have fish, reptiles, dogs, cats, little small pets like hamsters and guinea pigs and stuff. They have like a petting area. I guess you can pet like the cats and the rabbits and the guinea pigs and stuff. As well as they have like this little saltwater pond that they built and it has stingrays in it. I think it's a saltwater pond. It could be a freshwater pond, but from the looks of it, I think it's saltwater. So it has stingrays that the kids can, I guess, pet or something. I highly suggest you not allow your kids to pet a stingray because they have a venomous barb at the end of their tail. And if you're punctured, you can die from it. Um, but anyway, yeah, my windshield decided not to work, and on my way back, I saw a bad accident, just the aftermath of it. So I was like, yeah, this is pretty dumb that I'm on this road without my windshield wipers working, number one. But to I'm speeding to get there. I mean, get home now. So yeah, it was very dumb. Um, so yeah, that was my day today. The only reason why I brought that up, like the whole, me going to Lancaster's, because yesterday I bought, some new fish. I haven't bought any new fish in a while. So what I wanted to do as well, I wanted to buy new plants as well. But when I went up there, they didn't have their variety of what they usually have, probably because of, and I covered this in a podcast, is it's a shortage of supply shortage. It's a supply shortage. So they probably can't get anything in, just like every place else can't get anything in. So, it's the way of the world, man. So look a little bright on camera. I need to bring the color down a little bit. My white balance. I'm a process. Focus on exposure. Let's see. A little dark. Alright, that's good right there. Alright. So yeah, they didn't have anything, and people, this supply shortage, basically what they're doing now is supply and demand. Like, I talked to y'all about the supply shortage, this was 2 or 3 podcasts ago. As well, I talked about inflation, I believe I talked about inflation. And I'm only doing like a short recap of some things that I've talked about last year. Like, and this is the reason why I'm getting into this. Because I'm about to tell y'all some things about how I'm feeling. Yeah, it's a supply and demand type deal right now, because I was at Walmart yesterday, and although they are keeping their shelves stocked, but they don't have a lot of things that they used to have that I would buy. So I have to substitute some things now. And we all know, I think I brought this up as well, that there's a chicken tender shortage happening right now. So, it's a whole bunch of shit happening right now. All right. So, but reason why I bring this up, the whole supply and demand and all this and what have you, I've been looking at YouTube. I'm not a big YouTuber, but I'm a big YouTube watcher. I like watching people, talk about things and stuff like that. One second, because my batteries are going dead in my vape, and I don't want to sit here and not be able to vape. So 1 second. All right. So, um, what this whole thing me, watching YouTube. I started my channel. Well, I think I gave you guys a little like purview of like how my channel was. So, and I'll go through a small way of how I used to do my channel back in the day. So, if no one knows, then you're about to learn now. I started I started doing YouTube videos back in 2000 and I want to say 2000 and what was it 11 maybe? I think it was 2011 2012. I think it was 2012 I started. All because of this one YouTuber that I was like I thought he was real funny. He goes by his YouTube moniker is King Carter, but his YouTube channel is called Hot Damn I Rock. So hot damn it, I rock, Maryland boy to another Maryland boy. If you watching this, hey man, big ups on all of your older videos you used to do. I know you don't do that type of material anymore. But I'm all for what you got going on. Like I said, you're the reason why I started doing YouTube back in 2012. So, what I saw about myself and what I see with a lot of these other YouTubers that are like popping up and like somehow they're getting views and shit, uh, is what I saw in myself. But this is how I would handle my stuff. So every Saturday, I would say I would record a video. I would edit the video, then I would try to post the video around the same time that everyone else of like the black YouTube sphere would post, which was basically on Sundays around 7. So I was like, well, in order for me to compete in this with doing the things that I want to do to also try to catch the attention of these guys as well, I'm gonna post at the same time. So at that time in 2012, you had Dormtainment, you had Hot Damn I Rock, you had Spoken Reasons. I forgot the guys' names from Canada. It's like 4 dudes. Who else did you have? You had Emmanuel Hudson and his brother. They all posted around 7 p.m. to 7:30, maybe 8 or whatever. So I would post around the same time. So I watch how they got like thousands of views. I got maybe a minuscule amount of views. So I'll say about the most I would do each video. I would say on average was probably 800 views. Not bad, not bad. But this is what I was doing. I was mimicking what I was seeing, and I didn't like the way I was going. So I said, the hell with that. I'm not doing that no more. I scrapped the whole thing. Like all the videos went down. So I came back in 2015. This was after a breakup that I had with an ex-girlfriend that I was living with. So my whole thing was with that. Well, hold on. Let me back up. So what I called myself back then in 2012 was Big Mark. And my uh show was called Inside the Mind of Big Mark, basically. And it was just me telling you what I was thinking, but making it funny or whatever. So I scrapped that. Fast forward 3 years later, 2015 comes. 2015 comes. I was like, okay, I want to get back into doing YouTube videos, but I want to spend as much time off camera as possible. So, the big craze between 2010 to 2015, maybe 16, was Black consciousness videos in the Black sphere of YouTube. So consciousness videos, and I had gotten to consciousness around 2010 or so. Well, no, I turned 21 in 2009. So, hold up. Did I turn 21 in 2019? 2009? Yeah, because I was 20 2008. Yeah, so around when I was like 21, 22, I got into consciousness, Black consciousness. Not wokeness, consciousness. It's a huge difference. So yeah, I got into consciousness, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start making videos like that because I had already had some knowledge, and I was like, I'm gonna attend these lectures, and I'll ask the presenters if I can film them and post it on YouTube. So I probably had at that time, I think I had like maybe 30 videos. I had broke up. It was like a 4-part video of Dr. Umar at Cheney University. It was probably a 6-parter of this guy called what was his name? Hotep. Imhotep. Shabazz, was it? I can't. Hold on, I got his book. Hold up. Yeah, okay. Imhotep Assis Fatu. He wrote this book called Urban Philosophy. Now, this book, I think, is all of, let's see, it's 57 pages. I finished this book in a week because from what I saw at the lecture that I attended at this bookstore that I frequent all the time, Majah Books. I believe now she's located in Chester, no longer in Delaware, I believe, but I believe they relocated to Chester, PA. So yeah, this book right here, I have his other book. It's the same name. It was a series of books that he was coming out with. So this is called Urban Philosophy, Thought and Behavior System. When I tell you this book changed my life in 2014, I want to say, maybe early 15. This book changed my life. This was me furthering my knowledge in Black consciousness. Let me hold this up a little bit more. So yeah, urban philosophy. So I had put up a 6-parter of that, but I had talked to this guy beforehand and said, "Hey, if you see me holding up my phone, it's because I'm recording it and I'm gonna put it on YouTube." So he was like, "Oh, so how many views do you get on YouTube?" I was like, "Well, I posted a Umar video maybe 2-3 months ago that did uh like 1,000 and like 1,100 views it did. He said, okay. He said, you got, you know, you got to spread the message and all that. He said, okay, okay, cool. He said, I have a website. Whenever you get this finished, I'd love to put the videos on my website. I said, fine. I said, look, I can burn you a CD, a DVD of the whole thing. I can give you the raw footage. I can give you the edited footage, and I can give you when the final product. I said, so you can do do whatever with the video. He's all right, cool. I was all right. So I said, let me get your information. I'll let you know when I get it done. I said, I usually get my videos done within like a day and a half. So he was like, all right, cool. So we exchanged information and all that. And we were able to converse and all that. I wasn't able to send him the DVD because we had lost touch after that. So, whatever. So, so with the second iteration of my channel, the same channel here, uh, when I was doing that, the second iteration, it was called down. What's it called? Down to the nitty gritty, right? So basically, the the purpose of my channel at that time was I'm giving you rough, rugged, and raw consciousness footage that no one has. Like, not even like the big guys like Sadnetta, who else? What's the other dude's name? Um, damn, I'm blanking on his name as well. But it's Sonnet. It was Sonetta, Black and Nobel, which I met the co. Well, I met both owners actually. Let me try and see if I can find that picture real fast of me in Black and Nobel books. I don't have my Well, I'll share it whenever I find the picture. But yeah, I went to Black and Nobel books after me watching like 1,000 videos of theirs and seeing like the store set up and then them having lecturers come through and all that. I was like, I gotta get there. Like, I gotta go to that bookstore. I gotta meet these guys because they're really doing they're really doing us a service by giving us these videos. I want to show my appreciation to them. So, needless to say, one of the owners of the store was my girlfriend at the time's cousin. So I said, that's fucking perfect right there. So, where's this damn picture at? Um, so I no, I got to meet the guys. I got to talk to them, chop it up with them. Uh, I think I spent maybe $200 that day in that store. And it's a black-owned store. I think they relocated, and their focus isn't as much on books like it was anymore. I think their drive now is like clothes and shoes now. So I'm not sure where in Jersey. I think it's Camden, New Jersey that they're in. So if y'all are ever in the Camden area, visit Black and Nobel. If not, they're still in Philly somewhere. Um, Damn, I have no idea where this picture is. Um, think I'm coming close on it. Maybe. I hope. Oh, here's the second book from Imhotep. I finished this in a week as well. It's called Urban Philosophy, Book 2, or is it Book 3? I can't remember. Politics of Urban Struggle. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to find the Black and Nobel picture. Oh, as well, I met, around that time when I was doing these videos, I also met from Public Enemy, as well. He's a lecturer. I met Professor Griff. Hold on. I met Professor Griff, and at the time, his partner in crime, they both had like a blog talk radio show. I met Zaza Ali. So let me pull this out a little bit more. So yeah, I met Zaza Ali as well. So that they were in Baltimore. I dragged my girlfriend at the time to that. I said, "Look, we gotta go to this. Like, we have to. Like, it's it's intuitive that we go, for the simple fact that you need to actually feel what they're saying, other than what you see me watching on YouTube or whatever." Cause like she always would like argue their points, but she was arguing her points to me, basically. Like, well, any of the consciousness stuff I would watch on YouTube. She would argue the points, but argue those points to me. But she was arguing at the television at the same time. So, um, damn, I could not find this picture whatsoever. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm thinking back from all these pictures that I'm looking at, like where in life I was, because that then gives me. Oh, what up, GMS? What's happening? Look, I gotta bring you up on screen. Gotta bring you up on screen. Yo, everybody, if y'all could give it up for my Black GMS from the GMS show. Man, look, I'm happy that you're here, dog. Happy New Year. All right. I'm only babbling right now. I'm trying to find this picture. I'm talking about all of my iterations of my channel that I've been through the years or whatever. I've been trying to find this picture for probably the past 10 minutes. Here it goes, right here. I just found it. All right. So, this was me at Black and Nobel bookstore in Philly. So, what I was holding there was a sea moss drink. I think it was lemonade. That shit was delicious. Black GMS, if you could do me just one favor. Just one favor that I ask of you. Share this to your people and have them come over here. And what I want to do, since you're here, is what I'm about to get into today. I want to have a discussion. So tell if AP is available, tell him come through. If N from New York is available, tell him to come through. If Binky Bianca is available, tell her come through. Just have your people come over here so we can have a discussion after I'm done presenting. Is that cool? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right, thank you. Much love, man. Happy New Year to you and your family. So yeah, this is me at Black and Nobel bookstore. All right. Uh, this here chain that that's right here. I still have this. It's right here. Here's that same chain. Hold on. Here's that very chain, well, or necklace, not chain, because we don't wear chains around here. Um. So yeah, I bought this very chain or necklace at Black and Nobel bookstore. They had a metal worker that is on the artsy side, but he's also conscious as well. Um. So what that is, what this is called the Jinami. The Jinami means God Supreme, and it's an African Adinkra symbol. I'm not too sure what language they speak. So this was me at Black and Nobel. This is a king right here. Let me pull him up. That's Hakeem, and damn, his name is escaping me right now. But this guy right here, the second owner, he was my ex girlfriend's. Well, he is my ex girlfriend's cousin. But his name escapes me right now. I forgot what the hell his name was. But like I said, I bought about $200 worth of merchandise, and I also got something free that day. They was watching The Spook Who Sat by the Door, the movie. I had bought the book, but I had they gave me the very movie that they was watching that day for free. So I said, that's what's up. They it was some pies they was selling too that had sea moss in it. That shit was banging as well. But yeah, that's me back when I was, skinnier than what I am now. But yeah, that was my whole consciousness flavor back then when I was doing conscious videos back back in 2000 2015, yeah. So now I'm here doing a podcast, and basically what this is now is a culmination of my first iteration of my channel, which was Inside the Mind of Big Mark, which was more steered towards comedy. Then my second iteration was Black consciousness and education and stuff like that. And here now is basically those two channels all amalgamated into one. So Inside the Mind of Big Mark and Down to the Nitty Gritty then birthed Marcus Speaks. But Marcus Speaks has a meaning to it though. Marcus Speaks, I got okay, so if you guys know anything about the Nation of Islam, Nation of Islam had a newspaper called the Muhammad Speaks newspaper. That's what Marcus Speaks is named after, the Muhammad Speaks newspaper. So, um, with that means I have a responsibility with my words. So, since that is what's their? It's called the final call now, but I have a responsibility with this name. So anything that I bring to y'all to the forefront, I can't bullshit with it. Like I got to give y'all the meat of everything. Although I do give certain like surface level things, because too much information can steer somebody the wrong way. But although with what I'm doing with my channel now, and I thank everybody who's here now. If you could do me just one favor, can you like this video, share this video? If you're new here, please subscribe. I do this every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So please do me that favor, hit that bell icon when it pops up so you can get all of my notifications immediately once I go live. So this is what brings me to what I was talking about. So, like I said, I watch YouTube. There's various YouTube channels I watch, including my friend here, Black GMS, of the GMS show. So, it's a lot of fuck shit on YouTube now. If it, you got your Kevin Samuels in his group, you have the Fresh and Fit and their fuck shit. You have you got a sector in YouTube called the beef sector. None of this at all existed when I first started watching YouTube videos. None of this existed. So, like I said, I've been earlier of me trying to bring this full circle so I can move on to the next thing. I've been doing this for 2.5 years, going on 3 in April. I think it's April 4th. And I've been seeing what I've been lacking when it comes to me trying to grow my channel. I don't go on anybody else's platform and try to spark conversation or try to, I've been on the GMS show maybe I think twice, maybe. And engaged with his audience. I gave them some knowledge about some things. GMS was talking about health, being wealth, and all that. I just hit them with a little knowledge, about my whole struggle with me gaining weight and then losing weight and then gaining weight again and then losing it again. I just basically gave them some knowledge, like, look, stay away from fried foods, do this, do that, blah 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 blah. And I basically just I just know where I've been lacking at with the last 2 years. If I want to make this web space better, I have to put myself out there because I'm more of a introvert in a way, but I have extrovert traits and tendencies. But I'm more of an introvert. So I have to come out of my shell and start introducing myself to certain areas and channels and stuff like that. So that is my goal this year, is to go on various platforms, put my name out there, and organically gain a following. Oh, no, I don't want to call it a following. A fellowship. Form a fellowship. But yeah, that's that. I'll get off of that. So, if you guys don't know, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine? I have no idea. Ghislaine Maxwell got charged 5 out of the 6 charges she was facing. She's about to do life in jail or live on an island where Epstein's at, because we see no footage of him dying. So, like they say, believe only half of what you hear and all of what you see. So, we don't know if she's going to be in jail. She could be at Club Fed with the rest of the rich assholes that do crime. From what I heard the other day, Epstein and her could be just the fall guys in the activities that they were in or engaged in. They could have just been the Fall Guys, so whatever. But yeah, she faced she's facing life in prison without parole. Her attorneys are looking at appealing some of those charges so she can get a better sentence or whatever. But we won't know that until later on. But I've been talking about this shit for far too long. So let's get into the topic. So everybody, Happy New Year. Let's get into the show. Let's get into what I came here to talk about today. So, disclaimer, everything that I'm about to talk about is only based in theory. It's not based in any fact, but it is some sort of way that we can probably tie this to events that's happening now. So, what I want to talk about today is how the elite's plans were foretold in popular culture. But wait, I had a video for y'all. So before I do that, I have to do this before playing that. Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you about fair use. It's the law. Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyright motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right. So, what I want to give to you right now, but not that, is I think this is E.T. They talked about Elaine or Ghislaine, however the hell you say her name. What's going on with her?
Ghislaine Maxwell was found guilty of charges tied to Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking ring. A New York jury convicted the British socialite of grooming minors for sexual abuse at the hands of Epstein.
It was hard to see if she was showing any real emotion because there was a mask over her face. But I can tell you within moments of hearing guilty on count 1, not guilty on count 2, and guilty on those other 4 counts, she sort of took a deep breath and looked as though she was pouring herself some water.
The charges stem from interactions ranging from 1994 to 2004. Maxwell was romantically involved and later worked for Epstein during that time.
The prosecution argued that Maxwell was Epstein's partner in crime and critical to his alleged sex trafficking operation. Throughout the 2-week trial, jurors heard from 4 alleged victims who claimed Maxwell recruited them for Epstein and that she normalized and sometimes even participated in the abuse.
Epstein committed
Nasty bitch.
suicide in August 2019 while awaiting trial. Following the verdict, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams read in a statement in part, quote, "I want to commend the bravery of the girls, now grown women, who stepped out of the shadows and into the courtroom. Their courage and willingness to face their abuser made this case and today's result possible."
Again, this is a big day for a number of women, not just the 4 that were the center of this trial, but the dozens of women who accused Jeffrey Epstein of sexual abuse and never got to see his case go to trial.
Maxwell was found guilty of 5 of the 6 federal counts, and she now faces a maximum sentence of 65 years.
Wait, but guess what? The documents of all of this have been resealed. So we can't go anywhere and try to find any of this information of who all was involved. We only know a certain few, like, was it Prince Andrew, Bill Gates, other celebrities like Chris Tucker, and one politician that came up was Bill Clinton. But we don't know who else was involved in any of this. And we won't know until another 50 years go by and they unseal those documents, which they might just do what they did with the JFK stuff and not tell us that it's not really of any importance for you guys to see this, so we just gonna put it back or whatever, which is crazy. All right. Let's keep going.
Prison.
It's absolutely a repudiation of the defense's tactic here. The defense, frankly, I think trying to blame the victim, saying their memories were faulty, saying that they were really motivated by money.
Her attorney has announced plans to appeal the verdict.
So in this case, the guilt phase obviously is over, at least on the trial court level. And the next phase will be sentencing. So the prosecution will come forward with a sentencing memo. The defense will say, well, look, we think there's some mitigating factors here. But let's be honest, Ghislaine Maxwell faces years, if not decades, in federal prison.
She's going to die there if she really goes there, but who knows. Anyway, let me get the next video queued up until I get there. All right. So, let's get into this topic that I got. So, I'll reiterate. You see the title, it's The Order of Chaos, and that is a play on words. The Order of Chaos, basically, it's a group of people, a cabal, order of chaos. And the subtitle of this is what I'm about to get into, is how the elite's plans were foretold in pop culture. So, I got this this thing, like I said, is based in theory. I got this from the Vigilant Citizen. I read through this. I was like, this is perfect to do a show on, especially in the beginning of the year with the Morion going on right now, and that dark ass conference that Slow Joe had before Christmas. So let's get into this. All right. The core philosophy of the elite and its plans for humanity are hidden in plain sight, from famous landmarks to blockbuster movies. It is all laid out for those who have eyes to see. At the center of it all, one motto: order out of chaos. Since late 2008, the Vigilant Citizen has been analyzing popular culture to highlight patterns of messages and symbolism. And since the very first articles published on this site, one major theme keeps resurfacing across popular culture: the welcoming of a global crisis that causes massive chaos and death, which allows the ushering in of a new era. In other words, order of chaos. This theme can be found all over popular culture, especially in products funded and commissioned by the elite. Why is that? Because since the 19th century, the official motto of the elite is Ordo ab Ko. I guess that's how you say it. It's Latin for order out of chaos. As of everything else in Freemasonry, I'm slipping on words. The motto "Order out of chaos" has several meanings, ranging from nebulous metaphysical deeds to concrete social engineering. On a wider scale, this motto is the ultimate recipe for a drastic change in society. As of 1, an event causes chaos and panic. 2, a solution surfaces which also happens to advance the agenda of the elite. This is how you guys can think of this. Number 2, small businesses were shut down 2 years ago. We can say that, but bigger businesses like Walmart, Amazon, to be exact as well, and other stuff. What up, Ralph? How's it going, man? Let me bring your comment up on screen. All of these businesses, these big corporations, got bigger as people started losing their jobs. Now that inflation is taking hold of the country, as well as supply shortages and stuff like that. So I'll give y'all one nugget. When I got into consciousness, the the main, I won't say the main thing, but the one thing that always comes up when they were having debates and stuff is is well, what is it called? Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories is like the number one thing when coming into black consciousness that you get ushered into. It's basically a tool. Learning about conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories only allow you to to was it to use critical thinking, basically. At the same time, when I came into consciousness, the job I was working at, this manufacturing plant that I was working at, had me in a critical thinking class. It was a college course, essentially. So I learned everything I could in the class and applied it to what I was learning outside of work. And the it basically allowed me to use the tools. The class did use the tools for when I was looking something up or looking at something, to look in it instead of at it. Ask questions to myself: why is this happening? What does this mean? Stuff like that. So that's all like conspiracy theory is, other than conspiracy theory being something that has yet to be proven. And it also, it's a derogatory term to people who believe in conspiracy theories, because then people of that ilk get labeled as crazy. So yeah. All right, continuing on. Number 3, society changes without resistance, as in the poke. All right. So, in this day and age, the ultimate goal of the elites is to create a to create a global government that controls the world's resources while keeping the masses subdued and monitored through police state tactics. I'll give you guys something of how this, in a way, is kind of true, but it's no way we can prove it. It's if y'all remember Muammar Gaddafi's plan for Egypt, or where was he at? Yeah, I think it was Egypt. His plan was to go away from it was to go away from the money, or the currency that they were using, and he wanted to usher in a brand new way of how government was conducted in his country. Basically, this: every newlywed of his country would get, I think it was like $50,000 in a new house. Um, they would get, and that was guaranteed for them. Another thing was, he wanted to change the, like I said, the money situation from like U.S. dollars and stuff like that. He wanted to topple the governments around the world by him doing this. Instead of the worth of money being uh the worth of money being what is it like you know how they say our money, the US dollar, is backed by gold. Well, Mumar wanted to back his money by natural resources. That would have toppled the world. Like, the dollar would have meant nothing, the euro would have meant nothing, or the British pound, or whatever the hell it is now. I think they're using euros now. And it would have toppled all of these like elite governments around the world. So what did they do to him? They killed his ass because they knew if he would have, if that would have happened, then Gaddafi would have ruled. Well, you know how we have countries that are in power. Egypt would have been in power, and Gaddafi was a dictator. So, you know, do you think that our way of living now would have been the same if Muammar didn't die and went through with the plan? So, just something to think about. That's critical thinking for y'all. So, the solutions to the current V crisis, I use V here, I don't say the word, represents big steps in that direction. This is why they welcome these moments of chaos, such as well, 9/11. If y'all remember 9/11, come on now, we have fighter pilots that scramble within seconds. They didn't. And Twin Towers went down. And then one went down and it didn't and never got hit. So, you know, whatever. So, they are opportunities. While the masses suffer and weaken, the elite gains power and control. And since symbols rule the world, order out of chaos is celebrated all over popular culture through symbolism. Here are some examples in chronological order. So the first thing I want to bring to y'all is this. Hold up. Is this. If you don't know what this is the English tablet of the Georgia Guidestones. So, let me give y'all a little history on this. Since their unveiling in 1980, I have no idea what this word is. Anyway, the Georgia Guidestones have baffled people with their ominous messages. Indeed, inscribed on gigantic slabs of stone are 10 commandments for a new era, and the first one says, maintain humanity under 500 million. If y'all go to, I think this is in Atlanta, I believe. Go to Atlanta, visit this. There is written in like 10 different languages. Like it's like, I don't know, 4 or 5. No, I think it's like 10 stones or something like that. I can't remember. But they're all written in different languages. So it says maintain humanity under 500 million. In order to satisfy this moment, the current world population needs to be reduced by at least 90%. As explained on the Georgia Guidestones, everything this monument is in line with the agenda of the elite, from a world government to population control. It is all here. Here are the 10 commandments. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. 2. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. 3. Unite humanity with a living new language. 4. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. 5. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. 6. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. 7. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. 8. Balance personal rights with social duties. 9. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And 10. Be not a cancer of the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. So, That is inscribed in English and on the other slabs, which are in different languages. Uh, at this monument, anybody can come up to those monuments and visit them and look at them and see them within their glory and ask themselves why the hell are they here and what the hell is this for. Um, I'm not saying this is what it's from, but if you actually listened to Slow Joe before Christmas, talking about the Amorion and what's all going to happen with the Dark Winter and all this other craziness that he was talking about, you kind of get an idea uh, of what they want to do as well. This whole jab passport that you need to get to certain places now in certain cities in planes. Well, if you listen to Bill Gates, what was that in like 2000? I think it was last year he said this, that he wanted to inject a microchip underneath the skin so you wouldn't have to worry about carrying debit and credit cards and passports. It'd all be right there on that chip underneath of your skin on whatever hand you choose. I'll get into what he's talking about later on of what he wants to do as well. But yeah, it's kind of, and I learned all of this like I said, being in consciousness. When I will say when I was 21 and a half to 22 was when I started learning about all of like the conspiracy theories and stuff like this. This was one of the conspiracy theories. This was 10 years ago. So, and it's kind of funny that by learning what I learned then, now it's actually coming to fruition, because in Switzerland, I believe they already got the RFID chips. They've already, with those people in Switzerland, they're already like, yeah, I'll take it. I don't care. But we have to look at something. The C numbers were jacked up, and most of those numbers were not even, like, with the deaths, weren't even the deaths. Most of them weren't COVID related. Oh fuck! I said the word. Damn. Weren't C related. Most of them, people had actual, ailments and stuff like that. That wasn't even what they thought it was. It was, wasn't what they thought it was. It was something else. But it got written down as a C death. So, and your boy Dr. Fauci, he admitted on, I think it was an MSNBC interview, he said that they jacked the numbers up for a reason, which is crazy. So let me end this part of what I'm talking about, and I have another video. So, this current crisis is pushing us towards these commandments. For instance, a world in confinement is clearly an exercise of balancing personal rights with social duties. Also, we are definitely leaving room for nature. In short, the Georgia Guidestones look forward to a massive apocalyptic event to bring forth specific changes to the world, and it is not the only landmark to communicate this specific message in the United States. So here's the next vid I got for y'all.
Behold, the Georgia Guidestones. These granite monoliths mysteriously appeared about 40 years ago. And if you're thinking aliens or a cult or even the 10 Commandments, well, you're not the only one. Just ask this guy.
You take pictures of it, you get a blue orb. When you put your head down in there like this and look through it, ball of energy comes through that sucker, man.
Things at this southern Stonehenge are about to get totally weird.
Oh shit, hold up.
These granite slabs are on a farm outside of Atlanta, and no one knows exactly what they're doing here.
In future generations, they'll wonder, who put those stones there? Why did they put those stones there?
Hudson Cohn was here from the beginning, 1979. He took these photos as the Guidestones went up, 19 feet high, 250,000 pounds, and built to withstand an earthquake. The 4 slabs of granite each have 10 guiding principles of truth and harmony. They're inscribed in English, Russian, Chinese, Arabic. The list of languages goes on. But what does it all mean?
I've had people some and say it was some kind of Satan worship shrine and it ought to be torn down. And I've had others say it was the holiest spot on earth, that the Holy Grail was buried under there. Some people think it's a beacon to UFOs.
Hudson is one of the only people to meet the man who knows the true meaning. His name is R.C. Christian, and he paid for this all to be built. And wouldn't you know it, R.C. Christian is a fake name.
And he was very concerned about the environment.
Do you think he could still be alive?
Probably not. I'd say early to mid-70s then. I'm not saying he couldn't be alive, but he'd been an awful old man.
Even the people who built the Georgia Guidestones say that they don't even know for sure why R.C. Christian wanted this. Not even Wayne Mullinax, who sold 5 acres of his cow pasture to make space for the stones.
My house from here is about 600, maybe 700 feet down there, and we didn't have a problem unless somebody was going to come and sacrifice one of my cows. Then I would have had a problem.
Did that happen?
No, it did not, but I did get nervous several times.
Mostly what's happened is a constant flow of tourists to Georgia's granite country. That's what this region is known for.
We do headstones and things of that nature, monuments. We do war memorials and things like that, but this really is one of the largest.
The Guidestones bring about 10,000 people a year to a town with a population of only about 4,500.
People all the way from Australia and China.
With all the tourism, is it possible that R.C. Christian was someone from Elberton that simply wanted to promote the area?
I'm thinking probably not, just because there was no marketing done really after the Guidestones were erected. If you're going to put up something of this nature, then you're going to market that, right? You're going to tell everyone.
One of R.C. Christian's conditions was that there'd be no tourist attractions on the land, no t-shirt shops or crystal necklace stands, but there's no stopping the cosmically curious and the theories they bring with them.
I try to get up here 3 to 5 times a week. The real secret is under there. At some point, these will come down. And there's a time capsule right under there.
There's actually been a lot of speculation about the existence of that buried time capsule.
There's some things you just don't tell everything.
Do you think it's there?
Let's just say I'm not going to answer that.
What's supposed to be in it?
Well, a lot of times there's capsules in different places with different things in it. And that could be the true identity to the group that Mr. Christian represents.
Maybe the time capsule's buried somewhere but not there.
I didn't say that.
That's just my speculation.
I didn't say that.
Whatever the reason, these slabs are built strong enough to stand on this earth longer than any of us, leaving a future generation guessing.
It's like looking at a painting. You can see the painting, but you don't know what the painter really meant. Whatever it means to you is what it means. There's no right or wrong.
All right. So, that was that. And I won't say we, but no one knows why the hell they're there. So, um, like I said, I'll give y'all some surface level information so y'all can do your searches if you want. So, on to the next thing. This ominous ass picture. Let me blow it up a little bit more. So what we have here is the mural that is at the Denver International Airport. And I saw this when I was 20, well, 21, 20, I think I was 22, maybe 23. This shit gave me nightmares, for real. Like it did. Like I'm not even bullshitting. This shit gave me nightmares. For the simple fact that if you look at this picture, there is a soldier of some sort stabbing a dove, which we all know doves mean peace. When people release doves at like a protest or something like that, it means peace as well. I guess with marriage they also release doves. The purpose of that is if the doves fly together, that means that the couple is gonna have a long lasting relationship or some shit like that. But uh I say that's untrue for the simple fact that my brother did that bullshit and he wound up divorcing his first wife. So anyway, um, but yeah, if y'all look at this picture, you see in the picture that it's a lot of people in despair. You see people crying. You see looks like kids either sleeping or dead on top of debris. You also see buildings that have been destroyed and stuff like that. All for what? And then you see a rainbow in the back that's coming from these kids or whatever. So, what does this mean? Now, this is what I was told when it comes to pictures. They say what's the saying? If anybody knows the saying is something speaks 1,000 words. Uh, fuck, I forgot. But anyway, um, but yeah, you can look at the look into it. Don't look at it. Look into it. I want y'all to tell me what do you think you see other than what I just pointed out to you. Drop that in the comment section. Um, it's it's getting crazy for the simple fact that sort of in a way this is what they want to usher in a way. Um, not only that, I believe I have another picture, maybe. All right, so here's the second picture. I'm going ahead a little bit, but who cares? Excuse me. This is the second picture. That's also in the Denver airport. Let me turn my music back up. Um, so now you see people are happy of all walks of life. Everything's thriving and stuff like that. Everything is it's everything's going good. Looks like a celebration. Looks like they got over what was before, which was this. And what I still want to know is what does it all mean? Well, let's take a look. It says, as an example, or as explained in the article Sinister Sights, I think that's on the same place of where I got this stuff from. Denver International Airport. There's a bunch of strange things going on at the DIA. at the center of it all, it is a 4-panel mural displaying death and chaos, followed by the creation of a new world. As my 2009 article, this is what the person writes. When you analyze the symbolism of the murals, you realize that they tell a terrifying story of future events about to happen. If it was some sort of prophecy, there are specific social and political references and other occult details that basically turn those paintings into a New World Order manifesto. So this is what I had to say about it, because I've been looking at this shit for quite a while. I said as well, there was a structure. What in the Goonies, Goonie Goo Goo is this? Lacey, I'm doing the show that I'm doing right now. So I haven't done my podcast in practically maybe 2 or 3 weeks now. And so I thought to bring in the year after hearing what Slow Joe Biden had to say before Christmas, all the things we've been seeing in the news. If you watch the news, not saying that you don't, but I'm saying if you watch the news and what the hell they're saying on the news, I don't believe what's going on the news. I look at people who want to tell the truth, who then cipher the truth of what is said on the news, and I go to those people. One YouTube channel I watch that talks about stuff like this is I think if you type in Hotep Jesus, he has a podcast on there called Hotep's Been Told You. Him and Uncle Hotep, they do that every Thursday. They talk about, well, they don't talk about things like this, but they talk about things that's going on in the news that we should be paying attention to. As well, I have alternative places of what I look at, because I want to see what white people are saying. I listen to another guy called Tim Pool. His YouTube channel, I think, is Timcast IRL. So if y'all want to know some information, I'll say look at those people as well. If you want like a rightist agenda type of guy, look at Ben Shapiro. So I just gave y'all 3 places where y'all can go and learn some information from. So yeah, like I was saying, there was a structure that was built before the Denver airport, which this structure was going to be the Denver airport. Something happened to where plans stopped. Instead of them demolishing the building, they buried it. Some conspiracy theorists say that that's it's tunnels to get somewhere, or this is where the elites have their secret meetings at. Some people say that that structure that was buried is like a key beacon place of where these plans get made. That's just what I've heard. So to further this, so that picture that I showed y'all, the secondary picture, I'll bring it back up on the screen. It says, after death and devastation, rebirth of the new world that is united around some sort of glowing plant. As you guys can see, and I'll blow it up a little bit more. That's the glowing plant. Maybe it's some weed that everybody smoked. Come on, zoom in. Okay, it's zoomed all the way in. Maybe it's a new strain of rainbow weed. Pay attention, it's a rainbow. There's a lot of shit in this that you can look at and you can grab shit out of that. Like I said, Don't look at the picture, look into the picture. Tell me, what do you see? It's a lot of shit here to look at. The fuck? So I have another video that kind of sort of explains what the hell is going on. So I got that keyed up. Let's go. Fair use, fair use.
There are so many conspiracy theories surrounding Denver International Airport. It's kind of hard to keep up with, actually. The Illuminati, lizard people, aliens, underground governments, antigens that will destroy the world. There are over 100,000 articles and videos about the conspiracy theories at Denver International Airport. And Leo Tanguma's work is definitely part of that.
People would call me, Leo, did you see the website? There were negative things saying that my murals were demonized or satanic. The commentary went on and on. The conspiracy theories put such a scare in people that it affected us real bad economically.
When the airport was first built, there was a pretty large sum of money set aside to fund art.
Hold up. Let's go back. Where's it at? Damn, where did it go that fast?
Art. When the airport was first built,
the commentary was such economically.
A pretty large.
Boom. Damn, I was just there. Back by one. Damn, it shows up on screen.
When the airport was first built, there was.
Right there. Does anybody know the significance behind a dark horse? Does anybody remember Katy Perry's song Dark Horse featuring what's his name? Juicy J. The significance of that song, she was talking about dark magic. A dark horse symbolizes death, as you know, with the four horsemen. The person who rides the black horse is the horseman death. So, what does it all mean? I don't know. For the simple fact that the elites, they don't talk about the shit that they're in. It's people like who they call crazy. What's his name? Alex Jones. Alex Jones has been called crazy for years. And there's a Joe Rogan made has a picture. I think it's on his if it's not on his Instagram, it's on his it's on his Twitter. And it says it's like all these points of things that has happened that I just forgot his name that damn fast. The fuck is his name? I just forgot his name. Alex Jones, sorry. That Alex Jones had predicted, and it shows and was called crazy. But now them shits has came true. So yeah. So that's the next picture. Okay. So let's keep going forward.
A pretty large sum of money set aside to fund art. It was very competitive.
When I delivered my slides and my applications and so on, I was about 15 minutes late. And so I thought they may not accept my packages. But sure enough, they did.
Leo Tanguma was very important.
Everybody, I need to know who is all here, because in my participants, where's that tab at? Oh, it's right here. In my participants, I'm only seeing one person. That's I, Lacey. But on my stream it says 4. So if you guys can sound off with a here or something to let me know who's all here or whatever, can you please do that for me? Thank you. I don't want to sound like I'm just talking to myself here.
Significant muralist in the Denver area, in the community.
I've been a painter for 50 years. My work tries to convey messages of human dignity, and like magic, we had this opportunity, the chance to do these murals that I've always wanted to do. I was not a big shot intellectual, but I had that sense of realizing that we had something serious to say to the public. There's 4 murals, 2 pairs. The smaller of the 2 was going to be the problem. The other one that was 28 feet wide was going to present the solving of the problems. One mural is the destruction of the environment. A number of animals are destroyed by the pollution. In the second mural, these kids represent humanity because there's all races there, and they're coming to replant a special, beautiful flower.
I think at the time it probably was considered somewhat edgy, but it was also pre 9/11, and so I think interpreting.
Yeah, but what does it all mean though? Like, when you look at artwork, it's supposed to be in the eyes of the beholder, not what the artist wanted to convey, but it's what you see in with the picture. That's the reason why certain paintings are conversation pieces. Like, if you have a painting in your house, we didn't have paintings growing up in my house, but we did have pictures and, African figurines and stuff like that. We had a black Jesus in my house. It was a big ass 8x11, not 8x11, but however big a poster is, that's how big that picture was. And it was of black Jesus. And yeah, like I love the picture. Actually, it scared the hell out of some people, but I don't know why. But yeah, it's in the eyes of the beholder, the paint of what you see in a painting. So let's keep going.
His work then versus now is quite different.
The conspiracy theory started years and years ago. I began to go to elementary schools, and not a one could sponsor me doing a mural with the kids. And that had been like my livelihood before.
I'm actually really surprised at some of the conspiracy theories, but we get a chuckle out of them at times.
I told the airport what the problem was, and I gave them a whole description of the mural to be used as plaques next to each mural so people could read what this was about and not be making up theories. But still, the commentary went on and on, so it did make us feel pretty bad. These are murals of human liberation from ignorance, liberation from violence and brutality, from war, poverty, from all those things. That is what moved me to do these murals.
All right. So that's that. I think that's it with that. Yeah, that was it. All right. So moving forward, another mural. I didn't go past this building when I was in Charlotte, but this is the Bank of America's headquarters. It's their main lobby mural. So, it's broken up. It's a 3-panel drawing or painting, I should say. You have in the first one. Come on. All right, there we go. So you have basically workers, right? You have workers. They got what's that? Pickaxes and shovels, and it looks like it's it's supposed to convey, I guess, the United States. Maybe. Then you got this person that's sleeping. Then you have the EQ with more people working. Then you have whatever the hell this is in the background. All right. So moving ahead. The sun is made up of a woman and man. It looks like a child is in there. No, it's two women and a man. It's probably two men and two women, maybe, or is it three women and one man? Doesn't matter. Looks like it's trying to convey something of a religious aspect. Then you got this shit going on down at the bottom. You got protests going on. Looks like some fighting. You got this guy right here, whatever the hell he's doing. And I don't know. That's all I really see. And then you got this net right here, whatever that means. But the one thing that stands out, well, two things that stand out, is the protests. And you got the flag flying, and then it's this person. Why is that person in a hazmat suit? That's what I want to know. Could it be something that they're trying to tell us, such as this? Is that not the same? If that's not the same, you let me know. But it looks like it's the same. All right, let's go back. Let's take the third drawing, or painting, I should say. Looks like stairs going to heaven. You have a pyramid in the back. Got a guy reading in the distance. This looks like it's supposed to be some sort of a woman dancing in a invisible box. So maybe they're trying to say hologram. Maybe, I don't know. You got a checkered floor. If you're not familiar with what a checkered floor means, if you go to any masonry lodge, their floors are checkered or whatever. Another thing that's checkered, if you guys play chess or checkers, but mainly chess. Chess is a game of intelligence. You're supposed to be like 5 to 6 moves ahead of your opponent or whatever. It's a game of strategy as well. And then you got, looks like, some business people or something. Some people that are well educated or something. Then you have this little boy that's in a black robe. Does that mean dark magic as well? Does that mean it's just a little boy in a black robe looking at us very weirdly? What is it? This is a very interesting painting amongst the rest of them. Does this mean a dystopian future of some sort? Like, what does this mean? And then you have an eclipse happening. That's my first time seeing it. Having an eclipse happening in the back. So that's very interesting as well. So let me read this real fast. So it says the Bank of America mural. This enigmatic mural on display at the Bank of America corporate center in Charlotte, North Carolina revolve around the same general theme as the sinister site above. The center mural is called Chaos and Creativity. or creativity. It depicts a period of transition characterized by turmoil and oppression. There is a civil unrest, military figures on the streets, and barbed wires all over the place. Sorry, y'all. There's also this guy, which I showed y'all earlier. Finally, the mural on the left is called "Making Building." Making Building. It mainly depicts a worker after a job well done. Order of chaos again. So this next video that I'm gonna have, it really doesn't, it's the news, so they gotta watch their mouth. So, but it's an anchor basically talking about the whole hoopla over the paintings.
Bank of America's corporate center in Uptown is known for that beautiful crown that sits on top of the 871-foot skyscraper.
But what's on the ground floor that's drawing attention from tourists all over the world? Fox 46's Brett Baldock joins us in the newsroom this morning with a look at the unique artworks inside and their meaning. Good morning, Brett. We're glad you're back from vacation.
Thank you. Good morning, Wyatt and Jason. So the Bank of America Corporate Center has been a staple in Charlotte since construction finished in 1992. The lobby down below is open to the public, and it has some art inside that people across the country are talking about. The Bank of America Corporate Center can be seen from miles away. Construction on the tower started in the early 90s and was the idea of Hugh McCall, who wanted a headquarters for Nations Bank.
He wanted to, build a great city where people were happy and proud to do, to live and come move here from other places.
That's also the idea behind the art you see when you walk through the lobby doors. There are 3 panels of paintings, 23 feet wide by 18 feet tall, painted by North Carolina artist Ben Long. The meaning behind the art is debatable among visitors, but experts say each panel has to do with Buddhist philosophy. What's not up for debate is the difficulty behind making the paintings come to life.
This is the very technique that Michelangelo used to complete his frescoes in the Sistine Chapel.
A team of masons and artists put plaster on the walls long before the first stroke of a paintbrush.
The walls have to be prepared with special plaster, and then the artist and his team will come in and work from drawings that the artist has done.
The drawings were then blown up and applied to the wall using scaffolding before painting could finally begin.
There's really sort of very little room for error in applying that.
Making these pieces of art all the more enjoyable for tourists and Queen City locals alike. Now, again, the lobby is open to the public, and that's how you can view the art just walking through those lobby doors. And it can also be seen when you're walking down North Tryon Street from those windows, which is actually how one of our bosses here at Fox 46 noticed those paintings when he peered through the windows during a walk through Uptown. And Wyatt, Jason, back to you.
That's so neat, Brett. I did not know that those existed. So do these paintings have a big font?
All right, whatever. So, that's their explanation of the whole thing. If you ever go to Charlotte and you so happen to pass the Bank of America Business Center, I guess go in, have a bite to eat, and look at those weird-ass paintings. So, moving along. Let me get the place of these of this next video I'm about to share. Alright, so moving along. The movie 2012. Anybody remembers 2012? That was supposed to be the end of the world, if you guys don't remember. Some guy, I think he tweeted this. He said that it was like, was it April 12th or was it May 12th? I can't remember the date. It was April 13th or May 13th. It was one of those days in 2012 where the world was supposed to end. But I remember that day vividly. It was very sunny. It was hot as fuck, and it was a beautiful day. But the world didn't end because, as you can see, we're still here. And then the fool, he backtracked. He gave another date. I think it was like later on in the year or some shit like that. So that's when everybody believed that he was a quack. So yeah. So let's get into the movie 2012. Disaster movies attract audiences with big visual effects to then indoctrinate them with messages related. In 2009, the movie 2012 depicted the end of the world was predicted by the Mayans or whatever. Beyond the spectacular scenes of famous moments being destroyed, the movie conveyed one single message. Only the elite would survive a period of chaos, as explained in the article to the hidden symbolic meaning of the movie 2012. The story is less about the end of the world and more about the world elite surviving a major crisis. Indeed, in the movie, the elite knew that a cataclysm was coming years in advance, and they hid it from the masses. They used that time to prepare for a new era while the rest of the world population was left to die. In the movie, the elite mandates China to build a massive ships that will keep the chosen ones safe as the world gets wiped out. The price of a ticket to enter the ships, 1 billion euros per person. In the end, the chosen ones survived the cataclysm while the rest of the world died. Their ships landed in Africa, and the elite started a new civilization in place they've called Cape Hope. Once again, we're seeing the echoes of this today. Well, I'm not saying we are seeing the echoes because none of that shit has happened that we know of. But I'm saying I watched the movie 2012. I wasn't really too impressed. You know, visual effects was okay. But I'm saying the movie was like critically acclaimed. People waited on the movie for like the whole time that they were seeing the previews. Like, people were talking about the movie 2012. Then after it came out, I think the movie really didn't do that well in the box office. Let me check that out real fast. Movie 2012 ticket sales. After a lengthy advertising campaign, which included the creation of the website from the main character's point of view, and okay, whatever. Box office report. Let's see, 10.8 billion. So I guess it was a good movie. So I guess that's what they got overall, but domestically, what did they get? Doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay, but anyway. I'm gonna let y'all hear in the movie. Damn, I don't know if I can play this. Alright, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it anyway. So here we go. Where is this coming from? This is coming from Send Clips. Right, I hope my damn.
I was listening to the broadcast and I was wondering, what exactly is it that's gonna start in Hollywood?
It's the apocalypse. End of days. the judgment day, the end of the world, my friend. Christians called it the rapture, but the Mayans knew about it, the Hopis, the I Ching, the Bible, kind of. Beer? Yeah. So look, I gotta eat. Why don't you download my blog? It's free. Of course, we do appreciate donations.
In ancient times, the Mayan people were the first civilization to discover that this planet had an expiration date. According to their calendar, in the year 12, a cataclysmic event will unfold caused by an alignment of the planets in our solar system that only happens every 640,000 years.
Oh, not again. Pretty neat, huh? I did all the animation myself.
Just imagine the Earth as an orange. Oh.
You lure them in with humor, then you make them think.
Our sun will begin to emit such extreme amounts of radiation that the core of the Earth will melt at the inside part of the orange, leaving the crust of our planet free to shift. In 1958, Professor Charles Hapgood named it Earth crust displacement. Albert Einstein did support it. People will get it all. The forces of Mother Nature will be so devastating, it will bring an end to this world on winter solstice 12/21/12. Always remember, folks, you heard it first from Charlie Frost.
You'd have to keep a thing like this under wraps. I mean, just think about it, okay? First, the stock market would go. Then, the economy, boom! The dollar, boom! And then pandemonium in the streets. War, genocide, boom, boom, boom!
Bullshit. Nobody could keep that
All right. Hold on.
secret, Charlie. Somebody blow the whistle.
There we go. So, that was a scene out of the movie. And, what's the actor's name? Woody Harrelson. He said the stock market would go, then the dollar, which we're kind of saying that right now, and then everything goes to shit. Is that not happening right now? Not saying that the things of 2012 is going to happen, but what I am saying in a way is some of the things that some of these movies, like, okay, the one movie. This is probably the best thing I can give y'all tonight when it comes to stuff like this. The movie Contagion. Why was that movie why was that movie the most streamed movie of 2020? It was on Netflix, it was on Hulu, I think they had it on Amazon Prime, and I think they also had it on HBO, what's that called? HBO Max. That movie, which came out I think in 2009, if not 2010, was the most streamed movie in 2020, other than the Tiger King, but that's a different story. But yeah, you basically the poster shows the world being washed the fuck away by some sort of cataclysm that happened, or that was foretold, and they just, the elites then prepared themselves. All right, so moving along. The Economist magazine. Now, this part of the presentation, I gotta wash my mouth on for certain reasons on YouTube and Facebook. So what you see here is the world in 2019. And basically it's just like an amalgamation of things that had happened within that year or whatever, or things to come. So when you look at the picture, you see it looks like a mock drawing or a spoof drawing of Mona Lisa. You have the I forgot what that's called, with the man that you see in the bottom middle part. I forgot what that's called, but you got that, and it's weed. He has weed in his hand and a baseball phone, and it looks like a scale. And it looks like he has on VR glasses and he has a few tattoos on. What does this all mean? Also, you have various animals. You have a dog, you have an elephant, you have a panda. You have in the very bottom left, you have what they call a pangolin. And then, you have other various things on there. So, what does this all mean? Well, let's get into it. For years, The Economist has been creeping out people for years with strange, how do you say this word? Enigmatic magazine covers that appear to make grim predictions. While some may say, who cares? There's a reason why this magazine should be taken seriously. The Economist is directly linked to the world elite. Those who make these predictions a reality. As I wrote in the article, and I didn't get the author of this article. I think it was a dude. No, I don't think that's him. Anyway, those who make as I wrote in the article, the Economist 2015 cover is filled with cryptic symbols and dire predictions. This is what the person says. I wouldn't normally dedicate an entire article analyzing the cover of a publication, but this isn't any prediction. It is The Economist, and it is directly related to the world elite. It is partly owned by the Rothschild banking family of England, and is editor-in-chief. Which, if you know anything about the Rothschilds, that says a lot. John Micklewith, I don't know how the fuck to say this guy's name, attended several times to the Bilderberg conference. If you know about the Bilderberg group, then you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. The secretive meeting where the world's most powerful figures from the world of politics, finance, business, and media discuss global policies, which I think they normally meet in, I think it's Upper New York, if not Canada, they meet. The outcome of these meetings is totally secret. It is therefore safe to say that the people at the Economist know things that most people don't. With that being said, here's the Economist cover titled "The World in 2019," and I got the cover up there for you. All right. So, I won't analyze everything here, because I have various pictures up here. So you got this. You got the four horsemen, which you have death, you have pestilence, you have famine, and then you have war. So we all see where death is. I don't know if pestilence goes before war or war goes. I'm not sure. But you see the four horsemen. But like I said, look into the picture. Don't look at it. So this is what is also on there. You have the Statue of Liberty, which is, I would say, famine. No, it's pestilence. No, pestilence. Yeah, pestilence. Because famine is smoking a cigarette. The Statue of Liberty is wearing a mask, but this was in 2019 that this cover came out. So, what does it mean? Well, let's move along. There's more in this, though. You got death, which you can put your mind on that of what this can be considered with what's going on right now. Then you have war, which he's holding a sword, which that looks like a king, but I cannot figure out who that person is. Anyway, let's keep going. Then you got this little animal, a pangolin. This is a pangolin. Pangolins are from Asia. Well, this particular pangolin is from Asia. It's a scaly mammal that is from South Asia, I believe, and its significance to this article and to what I'm showing right now is what they said popped everything off of what happened in 2020. That's what the predictions are, next to the other theories. But this is one of the theories, though. I'm not even showing the damn. I'm sorry, not even showing the damn picture. All right, so that's the pangolin. That's depicted on the cover, and this is the four horsemen I was talking about. So you see everything: see death, pestilence, famine, and war. All right, that's next. So let me keep going. But here are some details that relevant in today's context. The Book of Revelations described the horsemen as harbingers of last justice. The white horse is said to symbolize conquest, pestilence, and the coming of the Antichrist. The red horse represents war. The black horse is associated with famine, and the pale horse brings death. In today's context, one could say that the current crisis simultaneously, brought some forms of conquest, pestilence, famine, and death. Here's another weird element found on the cover. Although there are several theories floating around of the origin of the V, there is one that keeps popping up in mass media, which I'm not even going to say this. But I said what was here is what I just said earlier. The cover contains other details that are more relevant now than ever. A stork carrying a baby with a barcode. I don't have that picture. Bill Gates wants to create a digital ID, what I was talking about earlier, through vacation punch card at birth or a QR code. This is what's talked about right now. This is what that fool who isn't a doctor at all, that has been talking. He's been talking about this since this foolishness has been happening. So you guys place your pick. Who y'all want to believe? Do you want to believe a man who never graduated college, never became what he's trying to depict himself to be as a doctor? Like it's too much going. Like it's too much going on. Like it's too much going on. And I'm done with this. So yeah, I'm good. So let me get rid of this. All right. So yeah, it's a lot with what's going on in the world right now that has been foretold plenty of times in movies. And hold on, I got one thing wrong. It was two movies that was being played in 2020. It wasn't just Contagion. It was Outbreak and Contagion. Those are the two most streamed movies in 2020. So I correct myself. So, and then, I brought up the whole, digital eye thing earlier as well. And then, I said what I just said a little while ago. What does this shit all mean, man? Like, it's ridiculous that some of the things that were in movies and stuff like that is happening before our eyes right now. All right, last thing. So, I'm gonna show this picture real fast. All right. So we all see who this is. Madonna at some sort of, looks like award ceremony, but it's people that her backup dancers are in masks. Most of them look like those old masks that were worn back in like France and stuff, when like the back when the I think when the no, that was before that. Or was it? Nah, I think I'm right. When the Black Plague was happening, these are the masks that that were worn as well. Everybody remember that famous what do you call that? It's not a lullaby, but it's a the song, the Ring Around the Rosie song, right? So we all know it. And I'm trying to remember it now. Ring Around the Rosie, pocket full of posies. Hold on, I'd rather bring it up than embarrass myself right now. So hold up. Yep. Let's see. Lyrics. And I'll bring this up on screen. Let me move this. Which one is it? Oh, it's this one. Alright. Alright. So you got, let me pull it over a little bit, just a little bit more. It goes, ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. It's not really a tissue. It's how does it go? That's not the official words. Ring around the rosy, metaphor. I need what we sung back in the day. I don't need the origins because I already know the origins. Let me get back. It's that one line that I'm missing. It's not that. It's not a tissue or a tissue. It's not that. What was the word, y'all? I forgot. But anyway, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. Ashes, we all fall down. That's what it is. So, everybody, what's the significance that of Ring Around the Rosie song? Well, back in the day when the Black Plague was happening, you had, when they say ring around the rosy, what the sickness of the Black Plague was, it was that I think a dog, well, back in those times, people kept their animals in the house like now, but they actually lived in the house. Not like today where the dog has a house outside. and they get to come inside every night to sleep. But back in those times, they actually had their dogs or pets in the house at all times, like at all times, day and night. So dogs was shit in the house. Well, they didn't, they didn't see any reason to be, outraged by a dog shitting in the house. So what happened? Rats then started to eat the shit. Then the rats got sick. After the rats got sick, they started to make people sick. After people started getting sick, the rings that they were talking about was circles on the skin, red blotches on the skin. So that was the ring around the rosy part. A pocket full of posies. What do we burn today, or really heat up in the house that gives off a good smell? Potpourri. It's basically it's not ground up, but it's dry flowers, and then it gives off a scent. That's what they were pulling out of their pockets and smelling, because everywhere in Europe, well, everywhere in Europe, even today they say Europe stinks. Yeah, so outdoors stunk like shit. And I'll give y'all a depiction of how this shit smelled. If you guys ever come to PA, and I'm just speaking from what I'm closest to. So it's two counties in PA that I'm close to. It's Lancaster County and it's Chester County. So in Chester County, as well as Lancaster County, they have these things called mushroom houses. Mushroom houses, if you guys don't know what mushrooms are grown out of. Let me bring myself back up on screen. Y'all seeing this funny ass picture? So, let me get back. So, where's that? Oh, so it's these things called mushroom houses. So, how mushrooms are grown in these counties are by shit, by cow shit, horse shit, pig shit, which pig shit smells the worst. Sheep shit and all that. It's this truck. It's a green truck in PA. I think they don't come in any other color than that, than green. They go around to farms and they collect shit in these trucks. It looks like a tanker truck, but it's smaller and it's green. So if you're ever behind one of these trucks, you know the smell of what I'm talking about, and that smell is no other smell other than it. Like you know the smell when you smell it. Basically, I had to warn my cousin last year. I think around summertime. I want to say we was riding to Lancaster to that fish store I was talking about earlier. And I told him about how I said, look, you're going to smell this smell, and it's going to be no other thing that you ever thought of. Like, you never smelled something like this before. So he was like, all right, cool. I said, so where I'm going to be passing by is a lot of farmland, so it's a possibility that you might smell it. So when we was driving back home, he smelled it, and it seeps through the vents in the car. It's the worst smell ever. What the farms do? They spray this shit, and I do mean that literally and figuratively at the same time. These owners of the farms, they spray the shit when they before they turn the soil or whatever, before they start to plant their seeds and stuff. When you see this truck in action, even if you're behind the truck, it stinks. But the smell, you can smell it damn near anywhere. This smell is fucking, oh my gosh, it's the worst smell in the world. But this is what they were smelling back in those times. So, next part. Ashes, ashes. That's when, and I believe I think that's when bodies are being burned because it's so much massive death. They're putting them. I think they would dig like big ass plots, throw these people in that who have died, and throw whatever type of oil, whatever, on them, and burn that massive plot of people. And then we all fall down, basically meaning death or whatever. I haven't seen the other part because as a kid you only sing the first stanza. I've never heard the king has sent his daughter to fetch a. Oh, okay. No, hold on. I never heard that. The king has sent his daughter to fetch a pail of water. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. The robin on the steeple is singing to the people. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. The wedding bells are ringing. The boys and girls are singing. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Those other three stanzas I've never heard before. But but yeah, like that's the that's the history behind that said song we used to sing when we were kids. So let me bring this back to size. Alright. So so like I just put up on screen, it was Madonna and her backup dancers. And her backup dancers were wearing masks, and she was wearing a weird type of outfit, and I'll show it again before I get into what's I'm about to talk about. So that's that. All right, let's continue. Madonna Eurovision performance. About a year ago, I analyzed the grand finale of the Eurovision contest, which is one of the most watched non-sporting events in the world. The show culminated with a disturbing performance by Madonna, which seems to foretell things to come. After partaking into some kind of ritual, a bunch of people wearing gas masks surrounding Madonna. Fast forward to today. Madonna is saying weird things about the V. In a recent video, which was probably like a year ago, and I don't have that video. I wasn't going to show that video for a reason, so I do not have that video. Where was I at? Today, Madonna saying weird things. If you post here, social media account Madonna said this about the panty. The panty. You get what I'm trying to say. It's the great equalizer, and what's terrible about it is what's great about it. What's terrible about hold on, this bitch can't type. Hold on. It's the great equalizer, and what's terrible about it is what's great about it. What's terrible about it is it's makes us all equal in many ways. And what's wonderful about it is it's made us all equal in many ways. That's very cryptic. So, I personally wouldn't use the word wonderful anywhere near this V, but I'm not an elite connected psychopath. Speaking of which, Madonna also partnered up with those who want to turn this crisis into an Orwell nightmare. You guys don't know who Orwell is, which I'm about to start listening to. You can, if you look up 1984 on YouTube, they had somebody, I guess, did an audio book of 1984. I think I might start listening to it tomorrow. But basically, in the Orwell book, 1984, it talks about a dystopian future, basically. And with that, this is what else Madonna, after like everything like ended with her performance, this is what happened. That is what happened. She basically, what I've read, which I don't think I have it in here, it said that she blew like a wind of death, and you see now her backup dancers are now lying on the ground in symbolism of death, and then you see with the screens, it shows like some sort of like destruction and stuff like that in New York or whatever. Basically depicting that, you know, it's the end of times or the end of the world or something like that. So, I'm almost done. Let's see. Okay, whatever. Let me get back to this. So, before we go, this is what I want to share. Various historians, insiders, and whistleblowers claim that dark groups and forces have long controlled the planet and shaped its history. The preceding video offers some of this history in an effort to substantiate the notion of a powerful group working behind the scenes, sometimes called the Illuminati, the Deep State, the Order of the Black Sun, and so on. Properly identifying causes and reality is essential so as to lead a fulfilling life and work constructively to improve the world around you. We need accurate and complete knowledge. With this knowledge in hand, an individual can contend with the realities of malevolence. Yeah, malevolence. Which will what is this? Inexorably lead in activation of the truth-seeking and freedom craving urges. Words by a dude named Justin. I don't know who Justin is. So in conclusion, y'all, although this article looked at items that were widely different, they have a few points in common. First, there were funded and commissioned by the elite. So they say. Second, they are all a part of popular culture, which defines and colors our society. And third, they all tell a similar story. One, the welcoming of a major crisis to usher in a new world order. One could ask, why are these messages even there? And wouldn't they want to keep their plan secret? No, because the best place to hide something is in plain sight. If you don't know, they say the devil said the greatest trick that he ever played was having people believe that he never existed. That's hidden in plain sight. as well. What else is hidden in plain sight? The Georgia Guidestones hidden in plain sight. The paintings that I showed y'all hidden in plain sight. This crazy Madonna performance or whatever. And here's the thing. I was watching something when I was looking all this stuff up. Like, what allows me to churn this stuff out faster, like when I go and research, is listening to Michael Jackson. Funny to say, I listen to Michael Jackson when I do research. So with Michael Jackson, if you don't know, Michael Jackson, although he did take Madonna, I think it was to the 1987 VMAs, I want to say, if not the Grammys. Michael Jackson never liked Madonna at all. Like he disliked her with a passion, and I understand why. But to finish this off, no, the plans need to be hidden in plain sight for several reasons. First, the concept of predictive programming tells us that once the masses are exposed to a shocking idea, they are less shocked and more accepting when it actually happens. Second, the elite believe in karmic laws. If the masses are properly warned and if they willingly accept what is happening, the elite is revealed from karmic revenge. Finally, symbols rule the world. Throughout history, the symbolism of those in power was always plastered all over society, which they still are today. Those who rule the world right now want a new world order, but before this can happen, there needs to be chaos. Hence, the order of chaos. So, that was today's show, y'all. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned something. First show of the year. I wanted to come in with a bang. So, if GMS, if you're still here, and everybody that I had named off, like Binky Bianca and from New York, what's the other guy's name? DC the Truth. Who else? Who else comes on your show, homie? Anyway, if you guys want to come up, I'm gonna send this link out. All right. So there's the link. If you want to come up, I'll wait for a while. Let me take a break. So if you guys come in, we can start the conversation. Let's say you guys have time. Let's do it for like 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with the discussion if you guys want to. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I have that link right there for, I guess, anybody who wants to pop up. Or GMS if you want to hop up here, or and who else did I name off? And from New York, DC the Truth, Binky Bianca, Zen Master if he's watching, he can come up. I Lacey if you want to, you can come up. Who else? Who else says something? Ralph S. If you want to come up, you can come up as well. If not, I'll just end it here and get you guys next week. Or if anybody wants to come up, you can come up. Just hit that link. Damn, Jesus. Maybe y'all need some motivational music. Bring y'all's asses up here now. Alright, well, nobody wants to come up. I'll end it here. Alright? Hold up. Alright, well, if this is the end, then I'm gonna kick it off like this. Alright, y'all. If you guys can, this is a call to action. So, where's it at? Here it goes. Fridays, I do a show called Marcus Speaks Plays, where I do a show where I show gameplay. Currently, right now, I am playing Halo Infinite. So if you want to check that out, either here on Marcus Speaks or my secondary channel, which I will get into, Marcus Speaks Play. Check out the playlist. I have all 5 parts in there, including a multiplayer, pre-recorded video. I will be going. Well, I won't be going live with it, but I will be playing Halo tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And I'm gonna cut that video up probably into like maybe 3 pre-recorded videos and post them throughout the week. So if you guys could check these 2 shows out here on Marcus Speaks and Marcus Speaks Play. Don't forget, Saturdays I do my podcast, Marcus Speaks Live, which you're watching in. Every Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright, so wherever respective region you're in, please know we're ahead of LA or California or the West Coast about 3 hours. We're an hour ahead of the Midwest. I'm pretty sure that block in between the West Coast and the Midwest is Mountain Time. We're 2 hours ahead of that than the West Coast. So whatever region you're in, you know what region you're in. So it goes like this: 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah. So yeah, don't forget Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I go live with a hard-hitting topic every show. All right. So when I do my game streams, I also go live on Twitch. So if you're more interested in watching gameplay footage, live gameplay footage at that on Twitch, you can find me at Marcus Speaks Play. All right. Like I said, I have 2 channels. My first channel, my baby, my main channel, that I've had since 2007, I think it says, on my description. That's Marcus Speaks. It's been a lot of things over the years, but it is Marcus Speaks now. As well as my secondary channel, Marcus Speaks Play. So go and subscribe. The link is in the links are in the description below. I'm streaming live using restream.com, alright, to YouTube, Facebook, which I don't really do Facebook like that anymore, but I am doing it today, whatever, Twitch and Twitter, alright? So, Facebook people, if you're over there, this video will go down, but the link is in its place, so have at it. If you have any sort of game recommendation for me to play, story recommendation, or show recommendation, let me know. Hit me up in the live chat, in the comments if you're watching the replay, or you can watch me, or you can contact me in my DMs on social media. And my social media is on Instagram at marcus.speaks.podcast. Facebook, my personal page is Marcus Speaks. My group page is Marcus Speaks Podcast. The way you can find that is go to the search bar on Facebook, type in Marcus Speaks Podcast. If not, go on to your address bar, type in www or http:// all that other bullshit. But anyway, www.facebook.com/Marcus Speaks PC. All right. As well, I'm on Twitter too, at Marcus Speaks 25. But you can find me on there at Marcus Speaks Podcast. So check them links out in the description. All right, everything's there for you to follow, subscribe, send bits to, whatever the hell that means on Twitch. I have yet to know what the hell that means. So yeah. As well, if you could, like this video, share this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to all so you can get all of my notifications. All right. Everybody, I had fun. Good way to bring in the new year. So everybody, happy new year to you. I hope this year is a good year for you guys. I want it to be a good year for myself, and I'm going to make it that. That's not a resolution, but just something that I thought of before the year broke. So, like I said, I have been Marcus. This has been Marcus Speaks. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll check y'all out next week. Peace out.